Welcome back to the Blue-White Tailgate. Jed Donahue along with Phil Gross. And I know Phil doesn't know this info that we're about to pass along. You know, the mascot is not a Nittany Lion originally. Our Tara Berardi explains that it was not a lion, but, Tara?
An important part of all college sports is the presence of the school mascot. Here at Penn State, the Nittany Lion is well known and loved, but most people don't know the story of the school's first unofficial mascot, Old Coaly. Most people don't know a thing about Old Coaly, and most people don't know that the mule's skeleton is preserved right inside the hub. Thousands walk by the glass case that holds the bones of Old Coaly every single day and never truly know about the animal's history of dedication toward the beginnings of the school.
You know, most Penn State people do not know the legend of Old Coaly. It's the truth. It isn't just a legend. Penn State people really think he's our first mascot. And in many ways, he was the mascot of the students. But he worked for the students. Old Coaly was a mule, okay? And he was owned by the family of Pearson Lytle. Pearson moved here in 1855, and he helped build the Old Main. And Coaly was the mule who transported the cement and a lot of things to the building, the site where Old Main is now. Now, it's not the same Old Main because the original Old Main burned down and they rebuilt Main, but if you look at pictures from back that time, Coaly helped build Old Main. So Coaly became very familiar with the students.
When the original Old Main was completed in 1863, the university decided to purchase Old Coaly for $190.
The students liked him so much, they preserved him. They used them for classes like in zoology and veterinary studies. This was an agriculture school. A lot of people had to learn about animals and anatomy, and they used the body to point out different things. He moved around for a bit. At one time he was literally in a closet. For the 150th anniversary of the school, they moved it here to the hub.
Coaly was the school's first unofficial mascot until his death in 1893. Years went by before the Nittany Lion became Penn State's official school mascot. At the time, freshman baseball player Joe Mason created the Nittany Lion while at an away game battling the Princeton Tigers, then led a student-wide vote for the mascot to become official.
A student named Dick Hoffman from Harrisburg, he and his buddy decided they'd want to show the Nittany Lion. By that time, Joe Mason had helped create the Nittany Lion mascot in the early 1900s, but the mascot had not appeared on the field. And Dick Hoffman and his buddy go to the theater department and get the lion costume of Androcles and the lion, and they prance on the field up at the Polo Grounds. The coach Hugo Besdick, he banned the lion, and then it faded until 1939 when it really started to come, when Gene Whetstone, the legendary gymnastics coach here, NCAA champion, became the lion mascot. Then he started turning it over to other gymnasts. So that takes you all the way from Old Coaly into the lion mascot of today.
The Nittany Lion to this day is a treasured aspect of Penn State sports and a representation of the university's spirit and pride.
I mean, they always want the Nittany Lion because he represents all the fans. He is the symbol of Penn State. In fact, I think the Nittany Lion may be even more popular than Joe Paterno, which is pretty hard to believe.
Although many people are unaware of Old Coaly, his legacy lives on through the people who still tell stories about the faithful mule.
It was kind of cool that we had an animal that would have been totally different than what we're so used to. Most people, most people walk around here and they're like, whoa, skeleton.
Because Penn State has such tradition, they should know even more about the tradition. When you're going to school, you're caught up in a lot of different things. And sure, they know the Blue Band and the Nittany Lion now, but where did the Nittany Lion come from? I mean, wouldn't it have been great if we had two mascots? Wouldn't it be great if someday the Nittany Lion rides in to a game on the mule and explains the legend of Old Coaly?
So while you take pride in being a Nittany Lion past or present, take a moment to visit Penn State's original mascot and appreciate his contribution to the school that we know and love today.
And I thought pink uniforms were the only secret around here with Penn State. That's good stuff from Tara right there. When we return to the Blue-White Tailgate, we'll have a look at key games in the Big Ten, including the big one between the Badgers and the Buckeyes. We'll be back with more after this.